Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Talonflame. I feel like everyone just sleeps on Talonflame and the effectiveness that he brings to a squad, let alone the ganks that he has, the potential of steals for Zapdos, steals for Dreadnought. Don't get me wrong, I still think this game is literally nothing until Zapdos spawns, and that sucks for a lot of us. We've had patch after patch after patch, new Pokemon comes out, another Pokemon comes out, and nothing is done to Zapdos. So it always feels bad when you play a Pokemon like Talonflame, who has a very ridiculous early game, and it doesn't matter, because as soon as you get to late game and you end up losing just because your teammates, one or two teammates, give or take, is dead before Zapdos spawns, right as Zapdos spawns, or like derping around somewhere else, it feels bad, right? Because the enemy team is probably like losing very badly, right? And they end up getting Zapdos, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, you tried your best, it happens to all of us. And it's very frustrating for us to sit down here and play for 10 minutes, and for us to be dominating a game and just lose at one fight for Zapdos and lose the game. It ain't cool, man. So Pokemon like Talonflame, in my opinion, I feel are super strong in this meta. Like in the early game, especially if you play with a group. But for solo queue, it's hit and miss. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get your good games, sometimes you get your bad games. But you as Talonflame, you do a lot of damage as long as you play properly. And I try to sit here and I try to rotate with Talonflame. I try to go ahead and fight at Bs. I try to be where the enemy jungler is half the time when they go for ganks. You know what I mean? But at the same time, as long as your teammates are where they're supposed to be for the not jungle buffs, but the Dreadnoughts and Zapdos spawns, whatever, as long as they need to be, then you're fine. But the worst case scenario is you can sit here and have a beautiful game. Zapdos spawns, you lose Zapdos. Feels bad moment. Don't give up on the Pokemon. It's not the Pokemon's fault. It's communication. You know what I mean? It's just can't do anything about it. We are going to pick up Fly here, because Fly is so much better than Flame Charge. Fly is just, I think it's his best damaging ability. It's better than his Brave Bird ability, you know what I mean? Brave Bird is okay, does a lot of DPS, sure, but Fly gets you into situations where the enemy team doesn't expect you to be. And it also, you can go ahead and like do double kills, triple kills. You do so much damage, burst damage with Fly, and people kind of unexpect it, which is kind of what you want to do. In this situation here, we still had a good bite, so we weren't going to win that fight, which is unfortunate. But sometimes it is what it is. You got a good bite in the Ninetales in bot lane. I feel bad for the Ninetales because she's playing a 1v2 in that lane. I'm sorry for everyone who loves Garchomp. I love Garchomp too. He's just not in a good spot. And I'm not going to hype him up with videos or gameplays or anything like that. He's just not in a good spot right now. I wish they'd do something more with him. But from the way it stands and all of the crowd controls and gap closers and disengages every other Pokemon has opposed to Garchomp, it's rough. And then he ends up going AFK right here, which is pretty bad. I try to defend him, I try to be the good guy, you know what I mean? There's only so much I can do. Ninetales actually turns around and gets a nice little kill there. I appreciate it. She paid attention. But sometimes you get those players where it's like, oh, you're AFK? Oh, you're AFK? I'm gonna kill you. Like this Greninja right here. What a BM, man. What a BM. But again, it happens. But Talonflame as a Pokemon in this game is so much fun, guys. Like, the damage that he can deal, especially considering he's been buffed, is absurd. Like, Fly does so much burst damage, and you don't even account for it. Like, the enemy team, you don't even account for it. They see you flying in the air, but most of the time it's not until it's too late. Like, when you crash down on somebody, the damage there is nuts. Also, you can use Fly like an Execute. So, it's super good at securing your jungle buffs, because there always will be that one player in your team that comes to take your jungle buffs, you know what I mean? It's super good for securing Dreadnoughts. And you get your ultimate, which is great, gives your team a shield, as long as you use Bloody Barrier. Somehow Venusaur picks up majority of my kills this game with his Solar Beam. It is what it is. But, at the same sense, like, you can see how much work Talonflame can actually deal in a team. Keep in mind, I do always play solo queue. That's why, you know, group play is so much better in this Pokemon game. Like it's just so much better. Like if you want to climb ranks like very, very quick, just play group. I mean, at the end of the day, you're never gonna get good at this game unless you actually sit here and play solo queue, because you don't understand the struggles and what you got to go through to rank up in solo queue opposed to playing in group. You know what I mean? But you know, we all know it's harder to play in solo queue than this group. We all know. But for a game like this, it's rough, man. Especially if you make one mistake in the early game as certain Pokemon, you can put yourself way behind. Like you playing Gengar, and the enemy team, let's say they have a Greninja for jungle, or they have a Zahora for jungle, and they happen to kill you like pre-Gengar evolution. Sometimes I can put you behind in the jungle. Same thing with Talonflame. I've had a couple games today where as soon as the game starts, I go straight for my blue buff, right? As soon as it starts. And I'll have someone in top lane like literally come down here and to take my red. Like instantly. This is before we even go kill the Corfishes. And there's nothing you can do about it. You come out of the jungle being level 4, and then you just get pooped on. And so you can, you know, can level up. It's rough, it happens. But that's the thing about the communication and just playing solo queue. It is what it is. Greninja gets away with like no HP, gets up there, gets a kill on Ninetales. Ninetales still has ulti, by the way. And just gets out. Like, I just don't get it. These are the type of situations where you know what you're going to do as a player, but you don't know what the enemy team's going to do. You know what your allies are going to do. They want to hold that ult for that, you know, that pentakill or whatever. Sometimes you just gotta blow the ult to survive and help your team when they engage or disengage. And some people don't even realize that. We had a game earlier today where we had a Blissey in our team. She was actually, our team was doing phenomenal. Like, we were actually winning team fights. We were doing really, really well. We got to a point where we just we killed the enemy team up there at Rotom, and they respawned pretty much instantly. Right? They came back up here. We ended up dying. And there was 2 ultimates that didn't get popped off. We had a Blissey, and then I believe it was Lucario. Well, you know, it wasn't necessarily Lucario. You know, his ult does nothing, but it gives us shields if he has Buddy Barrier. But Blissey wouldn't pop her ulti. I just feel like certain situations where if you pay attention to your abilities, you can do so much better for your squad. That was a really good turnaround right here, not gonna lie. So I try to always play Talonflame with my abilities. So as I see my flies on cooldown, Aerial Ace doesn't do very much DPS. That was a bad situation for me to be in. I actually hit fly and clicked it again because I was trying so hard to get out of there and I could not move. It's those instances where like, oh crap, he's gonna get me, fly, 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 and I couldn't get it off quick enough, but it is what it is. It happens, man. We get picked off there. Hopefully everyone's staying alright. Staying safe and stuff with this hurricane and stuff coming through. I hear New York got it hit pretty hard. Got some flooding down there. A couple people, you know, didn't make it. Down here, it's like I'm on the East Coast, so for me, we just get like heavy rain and thunderstorms as of late. Like it's been 100 degrees in the past couple days, like back after back after back. And these rains have pretty much set it down to what's the day, like 70. Like it's nice outside. Like you can walk outside and not sweat as soon as you open your door. It's pretty nice. That steal though, that was really good. Thankfully, our team was on top of it that game. But again, man, hopefully everyone's staying safe, having fun playing Pokemon Unite. Keep in mind, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remix coming up here soon. I know you guys are gonna be on that. I know you're excited as much as I am. We got the new booster box, Evolving Skies, for those of you that play TCG. I'm hoping to get a nice little camera here, give or take, maybe next month, this month, sometime soon. So when I go down to my my locals and stuff, we're gonna have some of that going on here too, because I know that's very exciting for TCG players. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Maybe you guys don't do that. Maybe y'all just play Pokemon Unite. I don't know. But all things Pokemon, hey, I'm there for it. You know what I mean? Let's hope everyone else has a good rest of the day while we wrap up this game here. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the new Pokemon. Tell me what you guys think about Blastoise, by the way. I do have a new upcoming video, and more videos with Blastoise coming up here soon, let alone some other Pokemon. We'll be doing a Talonflame guide here soon. We got some Lucario, and I do have a new Gengar video coming up. I know how hype that is. I love Gengar. Favorite Pokemon in Pokemon. Got a new updated video on that. Got a new tier list coming out here. Actually, should be coming out maybe tomorrow, maybe? If not, we'll be working and pushing forward Lucario guide. Either way, I have a lot of Pokemon stuff coming up here, guys. Hopefully you guys stay tuned and are enjoying Pokemon Unite as much as I am. Very clutch game, like super clutch. This Masters Rank game here, very, very tough game to play here. I've also noticed since we have Blastoise now, we don't see Snorlax as often. I've been playing all morning. I've seen a couple games of Snorlax, and that's pretty much it. But hey, man, it's been Pawse Plays. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to head out. Everyone stay safe.